Yeah, our guys know defensively that's our identity, and that if we stay the course or when we stay the course, that things will eventually come around for us. I thought Kurt and Hassan gave us great offensive energy off the bench. I thought Demarion was terrific for us. Those guys came in and really changed the course of that game. But for us, staying the course defensively, getting the stops, scoring off our defense, I think it was 21-4 maybe in transition points off turnovers. That's where we really excel, and once we started doing that, things went our way.
The transformation Tam has had. What does that do for this team? We've seen it, but just his work ethic, and how great is that to see it?
Yeah, no, he's a tremendous worker. I give a lot of credit to our coaching staff. You know, Coach Blount spends a ton of time with him working on his game in the mornings. Coach Crawford spends a ton of time, you know, shooting mechanics and what we call Point Guard Academy. And Taman deserves a lot of credit for how hard he works and his resiliency every day. You see his character come out in every aspect of the game. Those shots tonight, I mean, those are big time shots.
What makes you such a good fit for Iowa State?
You know, I'd say more than anything, it's just my passion, my love for our university, my love for our fan base. You know, I grew up in this profession at Iowa State and was fortunate to get my first opportunity when Greg McDermott came, you know, at a point where I probably hadn't earned it yet. And then if you think about my wife and coming from another country and how Iowa State fans, Central Iowa, her teammates, I mean, we have so many lifelong friendships, relationships. I mean, it's pretty awesome when you can do what you love to do, and it's home, and it's with being on the journey with so many people you care about so much.
How do you celebrate going to another Sweet 16 tonight?
Yeah, I'm not much of a celebrate guy. I'm more of a get to the next thing type of guy. So hopefully we can get the bus back quickly because we got this daily habits deal we talk about that'll be rolling tomorrow morning. So we'll get back on the bus, and you know what? I'll probably celebrate with an early bedtime. I'm hoping my wife gets the kids to bed, and I can get right up tomorrow morning and get ready to move forward to what's next.
TJ, can you put into words the lift Ward has given you in the postseason?
Man, since, you know, the league tournament, I feel like he's the lob threat that he is, the offensive rebounding threat, defensively, his disruptions, like he's locked in defensively, and like he made so many big time plays and changed the course of the game tonight. He's given us a huge lift. Fortunately, he stayed out of foul trouble. I mean, we need to keep him on the floor more because he's been a huge weapon for us.
What about Watson? You mentioned him, and a guy who you throw him in that role. You just wanted to get perimeter length on the defensive end. Is that it?
Yeah, Demarion is such a great, versatile defensive player that he can guard anybody out there, and he's so deceptively quick. And then the length he has to contest is terrific. And so, when you need to get stops, especially when you're guarding more of a 4-guard lineup, he's a guy that really is great at doing that job. So I've been really proud of him. Obviously, didn't get as many opportunities in non-league play, and now you've seen more impactful opportunities down the stretch in league play and in postseason, and Demarion's done terrific.
I know you said you're not as much of a celebrator or anything like that, but for this program to do this now 2 times in 3 years, what does it mean to this program to continually get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, it's a testament to our fan base and the way they show up for us. I mean, to go, you know, at home without losing, to go to Hilton South, Hilton West. Hopefully you got Hilton East still coming up soon. It means a great deal for all those that support us, that give the extra time. For me and for our team, the amount of pride that we have in our program doing well couldn't be greater. So really proud of our guys and you know, happy for the continued successes. But it comes because you do the hard work, you play for one another, you care about one another. I told our team there's nobody having more fun right now than we are.
Taman said that you called him on your 3rd day on the job. How important was it to lock him into this program?
Yeah, it was a pretty important phone call. So, you know, we knew right away we wanted him to be the leader of this program as we move forward. He's exceeded what anybody's expectations could have been because of his passion, his hard work, his talent, his character, his gifts, and just fortunate we made the call, fortunate that we had that connection. And I think with Taman specifically, I mean, if you look at things I value as a coach and really believe in. And he has all those qualities of what I would want in a point guard. He's like that ideal guy. So really proud of him and how he continues to step up and elevate our program.
You mentioned how good the program was when he was in elementary school, middle school, and it obviously wasn't when he was in that later high school. How did you convince him to buy in that early before you guys even played a game?
Well, we're not as much in the recruiting process, even at the start, as a sales pitch or anything like that. It's more about you're going to do the hard work. This is how we're going to build it. And so I applaud him and his family for trusting us in the vision that we had, because there was nothing that you could look at and say, this is what it's going to look like, or this is how it's going to be. And fortunate that when we talked about the hard work, the daily habits, the effort, the defensive intensity, those are things that resonated with him. And obviously he really stands out in the things that we value. He's terrific.
Can you walk us through the growth of Keyshawn from start of the season to now?
Keyshawn has matured so much and is such an intelligent playmaker. I mean, a guy who his competitive spirit's always been there. And we saw that come out a lot tonight, even in the second half defensively on Wells. We tasked him with that challenge at halftime, and he was terrific. So what I'd say is Keyshawn gives our team tremendous energy. He's a great unifying force on our team. Our guys love playing for him. He takes so much pride in making the right play. To be able to have 2 point guards like he and Taman out there at all times to attack, to get in the lane and make plays. So you've seen, early on we could see his talent, but now he does what it takes to make our team win, whether it's defend, make a shot, make a play for a teammate. That growth through the season has really been amazing.
Milan and Keyshawn both started over, but they seemed confident. We were just talking about that they would get back on the horse. What gave them that confidence? Were you talking about it, or was it the teammates telling them you've got it?
Yeah, I think I showed him a highlight tape before of Chris Williams and Travis Hines when they were playing horse and some of the shots. And I think, unfortunately, that stuck in their head. And so in the first half, they still had that visual. So we had to get that out of their head and get refocused. But no, I mean, look, we just want to get the right shots and make the right play. And when we do that, we believe and have confidence that it's going to go our way. So certainly a slow start offensively, but I attribute it more to Washington State doing a great job defensively, us not finishing a few plays, and then things settled in for us.
What kind of buffer does the defense give you to get through that kind of slow start, though?
Yeah, I mean, when you defend, you hear all these, different things people say about defense travels or all of that. And I think for our guys, that we know when we're at our best, we're pressuring the ball, we're wearing people down, we're turning them over, we're continuing to be relentless, and then that spirit carries over to the offense. So I think, to be able to win this time of the year, you've got to have good guard play, you've got to defend, you've got to have enough timely offense. And right now, over the course of 40 minutes, we've been fortunate to have that.
I know we're talking about Taman hitting big shots, but you used the word timely just a bit ago. It seems like Curtis Jones is just timely with some of those big shots he hits. Why? Why does he have the knack for that?
Yeah, I mean, his confidence, again, we talked about Keyshawn's growth over the year. I mean, Kurt Jones, too, as we entered league play, and I really think the game at TCU when he started was a turning point for him because he knew we were counting on him. He knew we needed him to step up. And I think it can be challenging when you're used to starting and then you come off the bench. But now he's settled in. There's not a guy coming off the bench in America that's more impactful than Kurt Jones. So he's a winner. He's locked in. He's focused. His teammates are confident in him. You've seen the growth in his confidence. And, I mean, him coming in even tonight when we're struggling offensively, we hadn't had a field goal, and hits a big three to kind of get things going. That speaks to that timeliness. What does it say